What is up? What's the deal? It's the time. It's that hour. It's righteous with another video. Let me know if you guys can hear me. If not, I will proceed with the show. Um, right now, I'm just waiting for a couple people to come in. I want to do some breakdowns. Obviously, I don't know if you see the title, but I'm trying to break down a couple of things. I want to talk about the CM Punk news, Manny Pacquiao, um, and some more related stuff when it comes to sports. So I'll just start like this. We're gonna do a segment style. Um, I'm working. There's a preview. This is gonna be basically like a preview of a podcast that I'm working on. I can't tell you more, but I want you guys to tune in. So we're gonna start with the miracle moments. The miracle moments are basically something that we look back on and we say, "Wow, that was a great showcase by this athlete, such and such." It doesn't matter who it is, because sometimes we forget, right? And sometimes we have one hit wonders, people that are hot for 2 or 3 years and then they're gone. So I want to bring up those moments because I love sports. All right. So there was a moment on March 8th, 1987, MJ playing the point guard and shooting guard position. Michael Jordan says goodbye to Dr. J with 56 points and 8 steals versus Barkley, who had 17 points and 25 rebounds. A game after dropping 46 on Clyde Drexler. He was also named the NBA Defensive Player of the Year that year, as he averaged 1.6 blocks and a league high of 3.1 steals per game. The Bulls finished with a record of 50 wins and 32 losses. Gotta respect it. MJ, the GOAT, 56 points. Where were you on March 8th, 1987? And today is August 23rd, 2021. But let's go into 2004. We're going to do Female Athletic Appreciation Day. So, Puerto Rican American and now 3-time Olympic gold medalist Lisa Fernandez in 2004 leads the U.S. to the softball gold medal at the Athens Olympics. She led her team to a 4-0 sweep against Australia. Last game they scored. They made five. It was 5-1. So shout out to Lisa Fernandez. She did her thing on August 23rd, 2004. Kind of like a, you know, time machine thing right there. So let's go to something that a lot of people have been talking about. So let's see what we have going on with the Pacquiao and Ugas turnout. So a lot of people are saying that Pacquiao should, like just put away his boxing gear and just move on. He does have a stable of boxers that are coming out of the Philippines and whatnot. He has different boxers, which was on the undercard. Um, but now with this loss, there's not too much to really recuperate after that, because he didn't have the turnout that we all thought that he would. Did he look tired at the end of the fight? Yes, he did. He also looked like he was taking some punches that he shouldn't have been. Some people might say he won the fight. Some people might say that Ugas was preparing for Pacquiao before this fight was even put together. And sometimes people say that it's hard to train for someone with such little time and the other guy being bigger and younger and blah blah blah. So my take is that I think Pacquiao is getting a little older. I mean, there is no real thinking there, right? Are we all in agreement that we're all getting older? Aren't we all getting older, right? Even a baby is getting older, right? But I will say this: Pacquiao showed some youth, but he didn't look excited. He didn't look like he was having fun. I think he wanted Errol Spence in that ring. Ultimately, it was a bad matchup. It was a good fight. I've only watched it once. I need to watch it again. It was a damn good fight. I'm not gonna lie. It was entertaining. It was a good fight. So it's not all about bad stuff. All right. But it was for a title. Pacquiao wanted to win it. He came close, but he couldn't drop him. So this is the way I think his career should go. If he's going to fight, don't fight a guy that can come into the ring at 160, 165 and is 5'9". You know what I'm saying? You need to go back to 140. If you can make 140, which I believe he can, and leave a comment in the chat if you think that he can make 140 because he's 5'5". Of course he can make 140, right? Go over there. Go fight Josh Taylor. Go fight those guys. You know what I'm saying? Go fight the smaller dudes. So like that, you could have a more competitive match and you could really test yourself. Because there are some good matches over there too. Good fights, I should say, because boxing isn't matches. But we do get it confused because styles make fights, right? Anyway, he should go over there. You know what I'm saying? And continue his career as best as he can. But we also have that whole thing where he's running for president. I don't know. Uh, did Ugos win the fight? Obviously, but I didn't like that the judges didn't. There was not one judge that didn't have it split. Like somebody didn't have it for Pacquiao. Like that is what I found strange. To me, there was like a variable around 3 rounds where it's like toss up, real bad toss up here, and we couldn't really tell if Pacquiao won that round or Ugas because it was just too close. Uh, Pacquiao left with some stitches, couple bruises, couple cuts. Not a big deal. He's fine. He looked a little concussed to me, but guys, 70 plus fights. What are we gonna say about this man? What are we gonna say? Are we gonna say that he's trash now? Are we gonna say that he should leave with his head with his tail between his legs? No, no. But he should also leave on his terms. You know what I'm saying? Now, there is rhetoric, there is rumors, there's people talking all over the internet. Of course, we move on, but we have to keep it real here because that's what we do. I'm in the chats of channels that some people don't want to go to. I'm in the chats where channels where they're saying their opinion, but they also have a perspective, and I want to give you my perspective. Okay, there's pictures out there. There's pictures, and let me see if I could show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it on my phone, but I have a picture here, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't want to take too long, but I have a picture with Ugas and Memo Heredia. Okay, some people don't want to go that route, but we like to keep it real on this channel. If you're a boxing fan, you know who Memo Heredia is, and we've seen that before. We've seen him next to Floyd. We've seen him in the Floyd camp. We've seen him, in the area, in the gym. And I do know another trainer that is not associated with that kind of business like Memo is. That works with Ugas, and he said that he's going to be seeing him next week. His name is Two Scoops Berry, Wesley Two Scoops Berry. I've interviewed him in the past on my page, ADM Boxing. Good dude. I don't believe that he has that kind of background that Memo has, but it is a little bit of a fishy thing. Just kind of like it was fishy with the eye injury. Okay. With Ugas's opponent and Errol Spence on the same day having the same injury. So yes, obviously those things are very fishy. I would at least say that. I am not gonna tell you guys no, that it is not fishy, because it is. Okay, obviously, I don't want to go down the black rabbit hole, and sometimes we get a little caught up in the shadow government and what's going on with this, what's going on with that. But yo, man, Pacquiao, he's a man. He signed the dotted line. You feel me? He wanted to fight. He got in there, and the dude just wasn't a pushover. Okay, the fight was very close. The fight was very close, and I just want to point out those things that people are talking about because I think that they should be brought up here in this channel. People should talk about them, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna go with it. I just want to talk about it. I want you guys to understand that I noticed it. I'm hearing it, and I know that it's real stuff. Okay, so I think we covered a lot with Pacquiao already. I'm gonna continue on, and I'm gonna move on to the CM Punk news. Okay, this happened on Saturday, so CM Punk's debut. Oh, I'm sorry, Friday scored big in the television rating. This is on Variety.com. According to Nielsen figures, Friday's episode of Rampage drew 1.1 million viewers, 692,000 of which were in the adults of 18 to 49 demographic. That represents a 0.53 rating in the key demo, the largest rating for any AEW program since the premiere of AEW Dynamite in October 2019. It also upped 75% in the demo and 53% in total viewers compared to the debut episode of Rampage and the week prior, and was behind only the NFL in the demo on cable that night. For comparison, Friday night's episode of WWE SmackDown on Fox drew a 0.57 rating, 2.1 million viewers ahead of company's SummerSlam pay-per-view on Saturday, which is pretty good, I think. The debut of CM Punk to open AEW's Rampage on Friday made professional history. It was an emotional moment that created a memory of a lifetime, said Tony Khan, CEO and GM and head of creative of AEW. I'm grateful for the support of wrestling fans worldwide. I'm also grateful of TNT, who gave us an amazing support promoting AEW Rampage, The First Dance, and wrestling fans responded with unprecedented massive viewership on Friday night, as well as new all-time highs for live fan attendance and merchandise sales. We look forward to CM Punk's first live interview on AEW Dynamite with Wednesday, and we're only getting started. During his appearance on Rampage, Punk called out rising star Darby Allin for a match at the company's upcoming All In pay-per-view. The show also featured matches like Jade Cargill against Kiri Hogan, Jurassic Express versus Private Party in tag match, and John Moxley taking on Daniel Garcia in the main event. CM Punk, whose real name is Phillip Brooks, infamously walked out from professional wrestling in 2014 after a combined 9 years run in 2000 in WWE and its development system. We went on to have a brief career. He went on to have a brief career as a professional MMA fighter and with two fights in the UFC. He also branched out into acting and is set to appear in a guest role in the Stars series Heels, which is about a pro wrestling promotion in a small town in Georgia. Might have to check that out. So I do want to know what you guys think about seeing CM Punk coming back. I think for AEW, it's a big deal. It makes them a little more established than they already are. I am for sure going to check that out. You got guys like Christian over there and Kenny Omega. I forget the tall guy's name. He just got the TNT title, but he's really good too. They have Sting, which I love. I love Sting, and the mystery part of it looks really cool because he's still keeping that WCW look, and he's keeping that mystique going on. And when you look at the pictures, you look at the the video of CM Punk doing his debut, the crowd was crazy. It looked crazy. You know what I'm saying? There was so many people there. It looked like before COVID, and then on top of that, it also was impressive. It just looked like a packed house, and it's really nice. The reason why I brought up the tall dude that's now in AEW is because he has the TNT title. Now, let me look him up real quick. And it's making me want to look into AEW a little bit more than I was. It's not Myro. It's I forget the guy's name. He just came to AEW. If you guys know, please let me know. But anyway, because he's from originally from WWE, he's a big dude. He destroyed Cody in a wrestling match. Brody Lee, he destroyed him, and it was a normal, clean fight. After the match was over, Brody Lee's gang came out and they put the beats on Cody, and even when the ambulance came, that he was on like a stretcher, they beat him up off the stretcher, and there was a mix up there. So I thought that was really cool. I don't know how legit the TNT championship belt is, but I would assume it's kind of like the Intercontinental title in WWE, which and also in WCW was like the US title, so, or the TV title, I don't know, something like that. So I would assume it's pretty legit. That means he's on his way up. Anytime you have a title in wrestling, it's good. You get a look. People look at you, and I really think that Brody Lee has a future there too. I like that Christian is there with his two titles from Impact. He got one from Kenny Omega, and I think that they will be fighting as well um, in the next pay-per-view or something like that. They're definitely getting looks, man. They're really getting some looks, and the crazy thing is that they don't wrestle as much, so they're allowed to do these matches and you know give their all, and then later on just heal. You know what I'm saying? And they're not against people smoking tree, from what I understand, to heal up. And there's good talk about CM Punk, and there's good talk about AEW. You got a combination of all these factions and different wrestling businesses, companies, and stuff coming to AEW. They're all associated with all the other guys, like Impact, which I think is cool. For the people that still love just wrestling in general, it's really nice. I think it's dope, and we're gonna try to cover it here. So that's mainly it. I didn't really have too much because I wanted to just get this information out. Um, I want more conversation on this channel, so I will bring up more titles and stuff like that. But for now, I just wanted to have a normal show at least once a week. But this is not gonna be always on my channel. This is a preview of what's gonna be on another channel, but at the same time, more or less gonna be similar and the same when it comes to this channel as well, because there's always gonna be information being pumped out here from this channel. But for the majority, I want to cover boxing and basketball on this channel. I'm taking a look at other sports as well, but when it comes to this segment right here, this is mainly a preview for another show that might be on another channel, and I want you guys to tune in. So some of that is going to be on here, but majority of this segment is going to be over there. So I'm sorry if this is confusing you guys, but it probably isn't. You just need to follow. Let me know what you guys think, man. How did you like it? Leave a comment. You already know what to do. All right, guys. Peace out.